Hi, we just wanted to provide a bit of an overview about how to install the dual screen conversion kit that will work with both the T70 model and will also work with the T100 and T80 models. All right, to convert them from a single screen stand to a dual screen stand. The T70 model can be converted to dual 65-inch and the T100 and T80 can be dual 75-inch screens. All right, just an overview as to what's in the kit, the conversion kit. You'll have a crossbar extension, all aluminium extrusion. You'll have an extra set of screen brackets that go on the back of the other TV. You'll have a couple of joiner bars, those go inside, and a little packet of screws to attach the joiner bars together. You'll also have an additional bolt kit to attach your screen brackets to the other TV. There's one of these included in either a T70, T80 or T100 anyway, so this is your second one. You'll also need a couple of extra tools for this. You will need a 3mm Allen key, and you'll need a Phillips head screwdriver. You will also need a drill and a 5mm drill bit. All right, that's to extend the holes in the T70 crossbar. Now, the T70 kit already has, or the other kits as well, also have the screen bracket, and they have their normal bolt kit that you would utilise. And there are a number of, I think they're L screws that go into the crossbar to attach it to the columns on the unit. So what you need to do is follow all the instructions in your instruction manual up to the point where you install the crossbars. So you put the base together, you put the columns on, you connect it all up and get it ready to go so that you've got a rolling unit like this. But the change occurs when you want to put the crossbar on, so that we need to move a couple of components from the standard T70 crossbar across to be a dual screen. You'll note that in the standard crossbar, there's a large bar at the top that's got 2 drilled holes in it and a very small Allen key, right? So there's one of those at each end, and they are what normally mounts onto the top of the columns. There are also a couple of sliding captive nuts in this channel here. So there are 4 across the bottom and 2 in the top of this. What we need to do is move half of those across to the other crossbar that's supplied in the dual screen kit. All right. Now to access those, you'll grab your Phillips head screwdriver and undo one end of the plastic cap in the crossbar, like so, and that will just come off. That will just come off. Come off. Then use your 3mm Allen key to loosen the little grub screw in those so that they can be moved. This one will move along somewhere round about there. You'll need to take this one here out completely, and that will slide out of there. Put that aside. You'll take one of these slide nuts out, and then in the bottom you'll take 2 of these slide nuts out. And we will position one of those there and one of those towards the center. That one will go towards the center. Then you'll want to join these 2 together, which is where you use these joiners, right? And you'll also see in the shape of this internal, it only goes in properly one way. So it goes in that way so that it fits the inside shape of that extrusion, right? To get at the screw at the top and the bottom is where you use your 5mm drill bit, and you'll just need to enlarge that. Then drill the other side. Use the screws that are provided in the kit. That in the right way. Put our joiner in that. And our other joiner in there. Right. In our other crossbar that comes in the dual mount kit, we will want to install our top one of those. Slide that along. Then install our captive nuts and 2 of those in the bottom side. All right. Then these 2 will just slide together and use the other 2 screws provided . No, I'm going to make the hole a little bit bigger. two crossbars joined, you're also able to reattach the plastic piece at the other end with the small screws that were originally provided. So, now you've made your new crossbar, and we've got at the top piece, which is the top section here, you've got the large double section, and you've got two of the smaller sliding ones. These are used later on should you wish to install the FP3 shelves or the video conference camera mount. So there are a couple of options for you. All right. Now if we've got a tape measure handy, we can preset up these screws based on this width here. So we've got a measurement from inside to inside of 778. 778. 778. So that one there is about just a fraction, around about there. And 778. This one needs to come in to around about there. All right, now you can put these screws in and just start them in finger tight. The top two. And then that will allow you to mount your crossbar onto these. So they mount into those holes there and into those holes there. All right. Then with your Allen key supplied with those, which is an M6, you can then install, line up the bottom screw, line that up with the hole, move it, slide it across until you find out the right place, and okay, get that started. Locate your other one, slide it across. Use your screwdriver to push that across. Just in the middle of that hole. That located, you put in the other one. And you can tighten up all of these bolts. Make sure they're nice and snug. Plastic pieces from the T70 kit. They clip in at the bottom and lock in at the top. Lock in the two little lugs, clip in there, and you're now set up with the dual screen T70. You've got two screen brackets that will go on one screen and two going on the other. And they'll just be attached to the back of your TVs, and then you'll be playing on the screen wherever appropriate. All right, so that's a quick overview as to how all this goes together. Hope it helps.